Howdy, y'all. My name is Chuckles the Clown, and welcome back to another episode of my Minecraft Hardcore. Um, and the only thing I've planned immediately today is chop down this tree. And I'm going to replace it with a spruce tree, I think. Or no. I don't know. I don't really need a tree right there. And honestly, if anything, move to this one. We'll go ahead and get that started. Check up on the farm. I mean, that's insane. There's a full block of snow that I just broke. I mean, look it over there. Right there and here. So we are gonna need to, I mean, right here, especially. Wow. Oh, if that tree just was out a little bit more to where it covered this from getting snowed on. I just really don't like having mobs breaking into here, you know? It's supposed to be our little, I don't know, like sanctuary, man. Um, one thing we could eventually do, you know, like I said, moss carpets under the yard, but not everywhere. And then sprinkle around some torches, or not even just torches, like lanterns and stuff, glow lantern, or whatever you call them. I don't know. We definitely won't have enough axe, I don't think, to cut this down, but we're gonna try. Okay, I have no idea how high up this is gonna go. Well, we got plenty tall enough for it. Yeah, definitely not near enough health in that axe. Hmm. Guess let's go make ourselves a new axe real quick. You know what? We're gonna plant a tree right there. Down here so I can get torches too, because what we're gonna do is we're gonna go mining. You know that thing that you do in this game? We're gonna move it. I have a plant chest. I know I'm gonna need that and that later. Okay, let's go ahead and turn. Go ahead and throw some of that in there. If it just grew, is this half the tree? I think it would look great. Man, okay, my roof might actually look very dumb. Because, yeah, snow's just going on and. Okay, that doesn't look terrible. But snow's only gonna settle on like every other strip. But we will go ahead and take this down. Hmm. And so I'm thinking that like the layer that we currently have for where our basement is set at, I think that might actually be just about perfect. Um, I was thinking I'm gonna leave like these two blocks open so I can fish in here eventually, and I might. Okay, I just wanted to make that look a little bit better. Um, let's go ahead over here. Did I not get any seeds from that? That was weird. I definitely didn't. Hmm. There we go. Growing our rabbit population just a little bit more. I mean, I need to be watching the snow and stuff, even when it's not snowing. Ooh, that's cool. And we'll probably go ahead and make a moss farm downstairs too. But we have a flowering azalea now. which honestly can add a lot to our surroundings. But wow, this is the food chest. But it's the plant chest. Okay. I'm gonna throw these logs in here as well. And for now, until we have like a full storage system or an area to put one, I see no reason in just another rabbit's foot. I guess we're using stone tools. But yeah, I see no reason. What was I even saying? I can't remember now, but you gotta believe me, it was good. Oh, and it's gonna go right next to there. That's honestly beautiful. And then having a like one carpet layer on the outside, and then torches the next block out like I do over here. So now we're still ending up with these small layers. And then eventually, when I can get the wall to 3 high, and maybe I'll expand the land over here to make that a bit straighter. Hmm. I guess. Nah, man. It wouldn't hurt to have these bones. So what I'm thinking is, we're at Y level 55 right here. We're gonna go down plenty more. And that plenty more we're going down. I mean, there's so much we could do. And I think, because, I mean, other than this, everything's, I mean, literally just going to be a straight down. I mean, this is the floor. I think everything else is going to be sort of secretive and hidden. And on those floors, we put different farms, um, specifically small redstone farms. So, I mean, like I said, everything eventually. Like I said, like a kelp farm and a this and a that farm. I'm not sure why kelp is the only thing that came to my mind, but okay, we're gonna go ahead and keep that right there. Should I be coming down here with the sword? Absolutely. Am I going to? Still no. There's like copper and iron all right there. Oh, yeah, I never even fixed this. So disappointing. We're missing quite a few. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 that need to be stone brick. So that means 14 extra cobblestone that we need to get eventually. You know, almost forgot. About the situation we were dealing with underneath. Let me turn my phone on mute. Hmm. Okay, sorry, I had a. There we go, muted. Had to reply to some people. Honestly, like I think for a minute, this would sort of just be easier to mine out like this. Because we know what that whole bottom layer is going to be. And we are so much closer. Okay, we are very nearly there. You know, it would be pretty cool at some point to get like a minecart system going all the way up here. Okay. So, I mean, I will say I am very impressed with how quick I've been going through these. I, I feel like part of it's also due. I've gone back to watching like the Hermitcraft videos and watching stuff like that that I just like. I don't even get influenced by them on what to build. It's just, you know, if this side of the stuff I make on YouTube is what gets me popular, that's the goal. Even though they play a completely different game, literally, than I do. They play Java Edition. I'm on Bedrock. And I know that there's a difference. I've never played Java other than for 15 minutes on my Chromebook. Not 15 minutes, I did last like 20 days in hardcore. But I was very slow. I'd never played a game on mouse and keyboard. But you know what? I'm sitting here thinking, if there's one thing I would love to be, like if I do ever go and join Hermitcraft, listen, I'm talking out of my rear end here. I think I'd want to be, you know, the bedrock guy. I mean, this is all I've known. And I've been watching people build shields for years. And I was like, I literally thought it was a different game that they were playing or that they were hacking or something. Every single time I saw someone play with a shield, because I mean, we didn't have these on Bedrock for years. Um, yeah, it'd be pretty sweet to find something. Or, if I'm not going to find something here, if I can just like legitimately hit Bedrock so I can start to strip mine. And thing is, yield spiral staircase, probably a better idea. What wall did we go on last time? Left wall? Okay. You're going right there. Okay. Hmm. I think this might be the fastest way. Because once we drop down this one, only like 30 more blocks to go. Down and out. I don't know if we're going to make it. If I just did a traditional 1x2 mine or even just a 1x3 mine, which I guess would make more sense for, moving up and down, I'd be there by now. I'd almost be there by now for the third time. We'll see. We started this purely on 33. Hmm. Okay. So I'm splitting between making an iron farm here and making, a trading hall here. Because all I plan on doing ever is moving 2 villagers here. And that's not going to happen for a while, but it will eventually happen. And so the plus sides would be the iron farm would always be running. The downsides would be, doing any work on the trading hall. I couldn't be here. But up on the surface, the only bad mob that can spawn is the um winter skeleton. Because I even think that a you know dark room farm would be efficient. That's my first bit of gold. Okay, now we can mine. Well, isn't that fun? And so I think iron farm is probably what I'm going to end up doing. And who knows? Because I think I'm recording this when episode 3 releases. See, it's the week of me releasing the first episode of part 2. And this has lasted over 10 blocks going down. Okay, I'll turn some of this deep slate, I'd say like 2 stacks of it, into stairs. Yeah. Yeah, 2 stacks should be enough. Though we might go mine out. 14 stone. And we'll. Is that the only brick? I think it is. Boom, 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 boom. Okay. You know what I could do? Actually, I don't know if it'll work. I was thinking what I could do is make an iron farm out of snow. But I really don't think that'd work. I mean, it really just depends on how I make it. And iron farms aren't that complicated. I could get one done pretty easy. Okay, it's probably smart to keep you with me. We'll keep the rabbit's foot in here. And we will keep a stack. Okay, you know what? We'll make one of you. We'll make one of you. One of you. It's pretty good. You are very optional. Okay, and hopefully that's good. And I think, once we finally get dug down, next episode we're going to, make this a nice basement. And I could have a very organized storage system, but I don't think I'm going to. I think it sort of just depends on, if I'm doing a farm on each floor, what that floor's farm is. Okay. And eventually this is all going to be raised by one block because this is quite annoying and I didn't realize it. And that explained why that part didn't feel terrible. Boom, perfect. But going up it, I mean, it just feels amazing running up. Or we can do it from the bottom. And then we can see how overkill we did it. So close. I think it's like actually going to be one short of being a perfect stack. Too short? Yeah. Oh well. It looks better. It doesn't feel much better. But next time we come down here, once we make it. Oh, okay. We'll act like we finished that first. In the next episode, yeah, it's going to be building our, you know, basic storage and our first layer of our basement. Which I think I'm eventually going to put. Hmm. Think about putting in some elevators at some point. Yeah, at some point, put in some elevators. Um, from the bottom floor all the way to the top, and maybe that's what the cushion, like what I'll use cushions for. Will be for the elevator up. I have a very cozy base. I will not lie. I'm very proud of it. It's not a mansion by any means, but I've never built a giant Minecraft base, and I do hope to build one. This is only a starter base, but I don't know if I'll ever build another base. I mean, I searched long and hard to find this. I went and found the wood I want before I even picked if this is where I wanted to live, which I have not been the most um, pleased with my choices, I will say. There have been some aspects I've been upset with. We are nearly there though. Hmm. Oh no, wrong side, right? Yeah. Whew. Almost embarrassing. But it's weird. You don't really see many people anymore doing a full solo survival. So I would be interested to see, how it works. And that's sort of why I've gone back into watching this season of Hermitcraft. Because the game has changed more in the past few years than it ever really has. Um, and that's a great thing, but it makes the game is now the most intriguing, which it probably always has been. But to me, right now, it's the most intriguing in a multiplayer fashion, which is something that not everyone, has available to them. Okay. Hmm. Negative 59 or 58? I think I like 58 better. So that way I always have a solid block below me. Okay. Hmm. And we officially have a full staircase. Okay, let's continue to tunnel this out. We'll just make branch mines off of this. We can always just cut around this to branch mine this way, but we know lava pools and everything are over there. Hmm. I think we just mine this way until this pickaxe breaks. Okay. Obviously, the sole trip of this trip is to find diamonds. But I don't know if that happens. It'd be wonderful if it did. Because the sooner it does, the sooner we, get everything upgraded. And the rabbits sort of replace a cow farm to an extent. Um, where if we do start breeding them, we can get books, which does get us closer to an enchantment table. Which is expensive, but I mean, we could do this whole thing without needing villagers or using villagers. Okay, well, I think what I'm going to do is like this. Hmm. So I don't want to go there. You want to leave two between them. Okay, that doesn't look as bad. Perfect. What I kind of want to do is like that. Above every one, even though it's, using a lot more torches. I think it looks better, and maybe I'll come down here with doors. Because what I'm going to do is use a pickaxe for every one. See if we can get some diamonds going, which would be hilarious. Getting diamonds before I'm actually able to fish in this world. Then maybe starting an iron farm, which would also be hilarious. Be covered in diamonds before I have ever crafted a set of iron armor. The first basement's going to be storage. I think second basement I want to be uh, a armory, a weaponry. Um, because I mean, it would be pretty cool, especially if this set of armor stays, to be able to, throw it up there. And I know most people use the first set of iron armor, but if right now I'm mining for diamonds, I don't have a set of iron armor. My next full set of armor very well could be diamonds. Also, the length of this strip mine very well changes with the pickaxe I use. Because if and when I do decide to use villagers, which, like I said, it villagers might wait until after the first 100 days. Other than Iron Farm, they might wait. And I'm only guaranteeing if I survive 100 days, the first 100 days will all be on screen, on camera. I want to make a promise. I know I won't be able to, keep true to it and say that it will always all be on camera. Luckily, I'm on Bedrock. You'll be able to tell if I am cheating you. Okay. Well, welcome to day 28. now. So we've officially gotten redstone, which I thought we already had some. But I can't remember anymore. I felt like we killed a witch and got some. That might have been a different attempt. You know, it wouldn't be a terrible idea. Using this for the whole reason why I brought it down here. But what's a good spot? What about right here? Okay. That also just cleared a spot in my inventory. And we're going to do something here. Well, I don't like to have my torches here. It just makes it quicker when mining. We also have bundles that I could start to use. So I feel like could be useful on mining trips, especially down here. You know, if I'm getting only a couple diamond or if I'm getting only a couple diamond or gold, a mining trip, it'd be pretty sweet to just be able to group it together and go mining longer. No, I'd love for some diamonds to just appear right now. Make my life a whole lot easier. But one thing I don't know if I'll ever do is I do plan on getting a beacon. I don't think I'm ever going to really fight the wither. I think I'll probably cheese it if I do ever, get there. It will not be in this first 100 days. Neither will the Ender Dragon. Neither will the End Dragon. Neither will the dragon fight. I forget how you say it. Which means no Elytra. Maybe Happy Ghast. Which honestly might be what I do to get the villagers here. Ooh, diamonds. Yeah. We got a pickaxe. Because that's the big thing we need to go down there. To go to the nether is going to be obsidian, which now we can get. Um, let's kick that back up in there. Over a stack of redstone now, which is good. And 3 diamonds, which is also good because if we can get enough obsidian to make a nether portal, we will wait until we have full diamonds to go to the nether. But that'll give us time to build farms and spawn proof the land. Because I do like having the carrot farm up on land. But other than that, I don't really see the point in having most of the rest of this, or the farms I'm going to be making, exposed to land. Let's see if luck will strike twice. Honestly, even a pool of lava would be pretty sweet. Especially now that we have dripstone. Because I think that we can grow stalagmites and then, infinite lava for infinite fuel. And right now we do have enough iron for a cauldron. But I'm sort of saving that in case. Ooh. Huh. So look at that. The shovel's useful. Hey yo. No, I'm not crazy huge fan of all this gravel. Okay, now hopefully we're back on a more straightforward path. Okay. Hopefully this is enough storage. Or my inventory is enough room to store all of this material. Okay. Now you see I always put my torches in the mines on the left hand side. And that is because I want to. But also if I get a bit confused or switched up when I'm mining, somehow, some way, who knows? I know if I'm heading towards torches and they're on my right side, I'm going back home. Which doesn't really happen as much in the new, you know, just in newer Minecraft. Me being older and knowing how to work the coordinates, and like I'm not going down here to just grab a couple like granite or anything because that just isn't down here. I guess there's tough and stuff. I'm a rhymer, but I'm not going down here to grab tough or any of that. So there's, there's none of that risk. I don't know. I'm just talking to talk right now. Okay, yeah. One more. Who knows? This one might be the lucrative one. It's not off to a great start. Okay. I need some water. Jeez. Uh, Stay hydrated, kids. I just talked for an hour straight without taking a sip of water. Mm. Refreshing. Ooh, minty. Sorry, already. This is the last thing I do. I guess not tonight because I am recording another video after this and making a couple cars probably. While finishing up or catching up on grains, hermit crafting for this season, maybe restarting impulses. I do want to get good at the redstone stuff. Into the building. But I'm very excited for, like I was saying, very excited for the cushion update. And I feel like if I do make another base in a different biome, because maybe that's what I'll do. I'll make a base in every biome. Ooh, it would be cool. I can probably make a map. I think what I want for my storage room, because I got enough room, I want to make it like a map room and have the floor be a map, but underneath some glass. And I might like look for a texture pack that doesn't change the map texture. I don't want the map texture changed or really any of the textures. I just want the glass to look good. Which Minecraft are adding these vibrant visuals. Which I mean, I feel like they're not really noticeable in a cave, right? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if this is how copper armor usually looks. I've never made it outside here. But still, you're adding all these vibrant visuals. Add the one thing people have been asking for, you know, visibility wise. Add good windows. Add good glass. Like, that's the only thing right now is if I do make a map floor, I want to have glass over it so it can't be touched with, can't be broken. But I might just have to suck it up and, you know, make it to be broken or just have a map wall, which also is pretty cool. But no glass in between it because it, hurt the illusion with it being broken and sunken. Also, there's no reason for me not to be able to place like a sign here and a torch here, but Java could. I see stuff like that and it ticks me off. Like, they have all these cool building hacks, and then the mods that they're actually just able to go out and get. Like, some of them, yeah, you're having to pay money for. Oh, I guess that is kind of what I wanted, right? Hmm. Hmm. We'll put it here. It was this one. Okay, much figuring out to do. And probably next time we come down here, we'll be maybe not right here. But through here, lifting this up one block. Ooh. Ooh. And on to day 29. Man. I can't believe that llama's still alive. Okay. First, you can go in there. Second, for now, boom. Okay, that's all I need to do. We almost have as many rabbit feet as we do rabbit skin, which is not good because it's 4 of those to every 1 piece of leather. Last time I checked. Okay. I feel like I have to put a bucket of water over it, right? I feel like that might be the situation. Let's make it, a sign there for the water so we can make sure we're right. And if it is, we'll just slowly grow this farm. Okay, why are signs so expensive? Oh, I thought it was funny. Now, hopefully that grows. If it does, then we'll work on, digging this out to here. I'm gonna have its own ceiling block. Um, there's no way. Okay, and then take that was almost very bad. Okay. Ahead. How do you spell ahead? Danger, death ahead. Hmm. Okay, let's go do some farming, and we'll finish this out with day 30. Another milestone. Okay. Okay. That solves that issue. We'll move all this up here. Okay. We're going to flip the way we do this farm around. Okay, like that. And then okay. Oh, turd. I need to learn how to count. Okay. It's getting close to being done. I probably should have replanted that, but sweet. Okay. Hmm. Huh, that sucks, buddy. Still nothing there. I wanted to take this back. Man. I'll go ahead and take these back. Okay, you all put in there. And then kabam. Okay. Now we can go up here. That looks pretty cool. And basically, I mean, yeah, really the whole base is right there. I'm very proud of that. It's going to be all that for now. We'll keep bones here. That's really cool. I think I'm going to hang that up right there. Okay. So, thank you all so much for watching another episode of my Minecraft Hardcore series. Another piece of rotten flesh. If you enjoyed, please smash that like button and subscribe. And come back for another one. Thank you all, and goodbye. Oh.